everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm MinerJalunat, and this is the second video I am posting today. And it is a video about beacons. So today I will be going over several different ways to personalize a beacon using stained glass and iron bars and other transparent blocks. And just going over some cool stuff that you can do with them. So let's get started. So to start off the video, I'm going to go over some combinations with glass panes. When you put two glass panes on a beacon, the Minecraft will combine the colors to make a beacon beam. So like if I combine orange and blue, I get this weird color. So I picked out all the ones that seem interesting to me, because a lot of the colors you get are just really ugly when you combine these. But I picked out a bunch of combinations that were interesting to me, and here they are if you want to try out some of these. The order does not matter for two color combinations, keep that in mind. And I'm going to go over my top 5 favorites. So coming in at number 5, we have this ocean blue color, which I love because it's just so pretty, and it is made with cyan and blue stained glass panes. And number 4 is going to be this pretty light purple, which I didn't really have a name for. It is made with purple stained glass panes and cyan stained glass panes. And then number 3, this beautiful lilac color, and it's made with blue stained glass panes and pink stained glass paint. Isn't that soothing to look at? Isn't that amazing? And number 3 is this sort of like fuchsia purple, I guess. And I didn't pick it because it was pretty. I picked it because it's very bright, which was surprising to me. And it's made with red stained glass panes and purple stained glass panes. And this one, my number 1, my personal favorite, I have no idea what to call it, but I think it looks really cool. I'm not even sure why, I just like it a lot. And it's made with pink stained glass panes and orange stained glass panes. Now, keep in mind that all of these could also be done with normal glass blocks instead of glass panes, but glass panes fit entirely inside the beacon if you don't have glass panes on the other side, and so you can't see what is coloring the beacon. It just appears to be this color on its own. By the way, in case you were wondering, this glass pane cage is absolutely unnecessary for any of this. I just built it because it makes things a bit less of a hassle, because it's sort of hard to place the stained glass otherwise. Now I'm going to quickly go through a couple of interesting 3-color combos. Now with 3 color combinations, Minecraft will mix the color on top of the first 2 with the combination of the first 2. So here it combined the color that you see here in the middle with this lime green that I put on top, and you get this beautiful forest green. And then if you combine red with light blue and pink, which as you can see I've done here with glass blocks instead of glass panes, just to show you that it works, you get this interesting sort of pinkish, I guess, light pinkish purple, which is, I thought it was sort of interesting, so I thought I'd mention it, and I thought I'd also show you the glass blocks. Now, moving on from stained glass, I have a beacon inside ice here. And it can go through the ice because ice is a transparent block. Notice that this does not work with packed ice. If you put packed ice or any other non-transparent block above a beacon, the beacon just stops. But the beacon will go through ice perfectly well, and it gives a sort of straw effect. I think it looks pretty cool. And the only problem with this is, as you just saw, the ice can melt. So if you can, I don't know why ice melts, but if you can figure out a way to stop that, then this is a really cool thing to do. As you probably noticed already when I was showing you the ice, you can also place carpet on top of a beacon without it blocking the beacon. This does not color the beacon, so just know that. The beacon is a normal color right here. The beacon is white, even though I put blue carpet on top of it, and as far as I know, it's not affected by by any other color of carpet. In fact, as far as I know, there is no way to color a beacon besides using stained glass. Now, because of the colors combining, it is very hard to make anything with the beacons that looks like something, and I couldn't think of many examples. However, this looks like a pencil, and I think it's a pretty realistic pencil apart from the gradient there at the top, which as far as I know can't really be avoided. But yeah, this is a pencil beacon if ever you want to make one of these. It goes red, yellow, 3 transparent, or however many you want for the length of the beacon of the pencil, and then 3 blacks. Combining the carpet with a beacon of the same color gives an interesting effect, but it can also make a pretty cool room. So here I've filled a room with black beacons and black carpet, and I've used quartz blocks for the walls. I think it gives a pretty cool effect, especially when you look at the sky, but of course you can't put any non-transparent blocks up there to block the sky, because then the beacons will disappear. But I still think it looks pretty cool. Maybe you could try replacing the quartz with a black block and see how that looks. Or try your own colors. Maybe you could make all the beacons in the carpet blue for a sort of underwater feel. Or maybe you could make them brown with some green stained glass at the top for a jungle. I'm not sure, but like this is an idea if you want to try something like this. Also, good news, if you want a bouncy beacon, you can have one by just placing a slime block above the beacon. And I think that's pretty cool. You probably noticed this earlier and wondered what it was. From this side, I think it looks sort of cool. It is dark gray beacons, because I have dark gray stained glass under there, with iron bars in between to provide a sort of jail cell look. Now, I'm not sure about this, but I think it's an interesting idea. So maybe if you want to use this in a build, then I don't know, maybe that's an idea for you. Now, of course, when anybody says color, I think rainbow. So, just in case you were wondering if this was possible, yes, there's a rainbow beacon here. It's pretty easy to make. It does look a little strange because of the whole color combination thing, but all in all, I think it's not too bad. See, you have some red stained glass here, orange here, yellow here, lime, light blue, dark blue, and then purple. And last, but certainly not least, we have a giant thermometer built with some cyan glass panes and some red glass panes. I think this might be an interesting idea for a build. And hopefully you want to try out some of the things I've shown you here today. But that's it from me today, except for the other video, which you should go check out my channel for. Yeah, if you are going to use one of these, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know if somebody is going to use these. Other than that, please subscribe if you want to see more Minecraft videos, because I will be posting every Friday. And that's it. Bye, everybody.